Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the second episode of our very own edition of Some Good News. We are continuing to share stories that highlight people in our local community and celebrate the good they are doing to impact their neighborhood. My name is Brice DeBerg, and you're watching Some Good News. It would be amiss to not address our grief and anger over the recent unjust murders of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor. There's no denying the movement that is now sweeping across the world, and we don't want it to end until it has accomplished its purpose, and that is to eradicate inequality and racism. Good will happen from this disruption. Already, thousands are standing in solidarity alongside Black people, choosing to be informed, and looking for ways to embrace our differences. I encourage you to step into the work of racial reconciliation and anti-racism. It can start simply by choosing to esteem everyone that you come in contact with. Mayor Kelly Linton posted this to social media. It was a very busy day on June 4th at our Bellwood transfer station. Despite the long lines, one Wellington County resident displayed her kindness in a very unique way. When informed that she owed $5 for her garbage, she proceeded to give the attendant a $100 bill. She asked that it pay for as many residents as possible in the lineup behind her. As others were told that their load was free of charge, close to 30 additional customers began to pay forward their own fee for those behind them. The attendant had a running tally to keep track of the prepayments that lasted for quite a while. Our principal and grade 8 teacher of Valor Road Christian School poured hours of preparation into an online delivery for the grade 8 grad trip this year. Each day, the students logged onto Zoom where they were led by their tour guide, Mrs. West, to explore a new city. The students reviewed Google Slides, travel videos, and breakout sessions for discussion. The cherry on top was when the students got to open their corresponding package for the day that contained a delectable treat and souvenir from the toured city. Let's give a loud applause to Mrs. West and Mrs. Tuck for making a most memorable grade 8 grad trip. COVID style. Do you like to walk? Here's a story about a group of guys who made walking more delightful. After trekking through the bush at the back of the 20-acre property of Valor Road Church, Trevor Gordon thought others might want to enjoy this experience. He rounded up a few guys to help him clear fallen limbs and newly sprouted trees while he mowed a path. The next stage is to lay down mulch to keep the weeds and bugs at bay. The cost to ERCF? Nothing. Stay tuned for the walking trail to open. This video warmed our hearts and brought a smile to our faces. Tristan Green, born with a rare brain condition, has been able to explore his world a little more independently these days. Parents Rob and Heidi found this device online, made by Fisher-Price, called Wild Thing, and knew it had Tristan's name written all over it. Tristan, who will be 3 in September, definitely has the mind of a typical 3-year-old boy and does not want to sit still. Since purchasing the device at Christmas, Dad and Mom have been modifying it to fit Tristan so that he can safely use it. It's a work in progress, but Tristan loves every minute of figuring it out and learning he can go backwards and forwards and turn on a dime. How fantastic to see this little guy in the driver's seat. We'd like to highlight Kevin Coghill and his team at RMC in Guelph. Royal City Mission lives out its values of relationship, justice, and beauty by working to make the invisible visible. Invisible qualities like love and compassion are made flesh through engaging people over meals, in life circumstances, and in suffering. During COVID-19, it has been difficult to engage the community members, people who have been socially isolated for years, sometimes their whole lives. Serving a to-go meal has been a way to continue checking in with community members and meeting tangible needs. Opening the cooling centers addresses the need for unsheltered people to get out of the elements, have accessible water, and washroom. That is a whole lot of good happening downtown Guelph. And in sports news,
we're still in it, baby.
The sports scene on TV is still quiet, and all the sports channels are showing reruns. So let's do one of our own, a throwback, an oldie but a goodie. 2009 Queso track meet in London. Allura Road Christian School grade 8 boys win the 4x100 relay race. That never gets old, eh? And now for our weather report. How's it looking out there, guys?
Looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good out here. Looks pretty good.
Looks awesome.
Seems like it's pretty good. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember, no matter how hard things get, there's always some good happening in the community. Thank you to everyone who makes SGN possible. My name is Brice DeBerg, and if you have a story to share, send it in. Good night and stay classy. And I'm going to leave you with this.
Hi everyone, we were really inspired with what people have been doing during this quarantine, building things, creating things, being artistic, and we were inspired by someone to make a song. So this is our coronavirus quarantine song.